That's a pretty big number for my Rancor video. Copyright claimed, of course, what do you expect? But that number makes me very happy. The question now is, I guess I have to make a new video, but I have no idea what perk to talk about. Maybe a sip of my tea will help me think carefully. Hot. I mean, I guess I'll go with a survivor perk, but what perk do I choose? There's so many. It's not like my computer's gonna have the answer to my problem. Oh, for crying out loud. Howdy everyone, I hope you're having an eventful anniversary, unlike me. So to continue with the Why No One Uses series, I decided to talk about a strange perk because this perk is not bad, yet no one seems to be interested in using it. Alert is a perk that belongs to Feng Min, and it can be unlocked on her blood web at level 40. If you haven't been able to tell, this is probably my favorite perk in the game, but I think the coaster hints in that greatly. When I started playing this game, Alert was the perk I went to for assistance, and even to this day, I still run the perk every once in a while. It's a comfy perk, not something that does anything massive like Dead Hard, but it is still helpful in the long run. Alert's effect is very simple. When the killer breaks a generator, a pallet, or a breakable wall, their aura is revealed for 3, 4, or 5 seconds per respective tier. There is no range limit to the perk, along with no cooldown. This means that whenever the killer performs the breaking action, you will see them. This, in my opinion, is a very powerful tool in the solo queue environment, allowing you to not only know where the killer is, but also who they are. Sadly, although my obsession with this perk is greater than Twitter's obsession with Ghostface, Alert is not seen all too much. Why is this the case? The first problem with Alert is that although it is a good perk against most killers, it is not good against all killers. Stealth killers in particular are a very good counter to Alert, since although Alert makes the sound cute they are breaking something, they are not revealed, and you don't know what they broke. A good example of this is with the Dredge. While in Nightfall, I cannot see where he is with Alert, like I could against someone like Doctor. This, however, is a small problem, since you'll be able to know at least it's a stealth killer. Along with this, if you were to run my based Alert build, you would know where the killer is regardless of their stealth. Approximately, of course. The second problem is that this perk is not practical enough compared to more popular perks. The reason why perks such as Iron Will, Dead Hard, and Decisive Strike are so popular is that they not only give you second chances, but they solve certain issues players have with the game. Iron Will and Dead Hard, for example, help people who love to be chased by erasing their mistakes and punishing the mistakes of killers. This Decisive Strike, on the other hand, punishes killers for tunneling. Alert only provides information, which is handy, but it's not always a very popular perk type, since they exist and kind of do their own thing, rather than the survivor doing something to activate the information. This, however, is still a small problem, since I can use the perk to alert me if the killer is breaking a pallet during a chase, or if they are faking it. The final problem, which is the true nail in the coffin for Alert, is the fact that it's not great for Swift. Remember when I mentioned Alert is a great solo queue perk? The reason why I said this is because of how random solo queue games can be. So giving you information to notify you where the killer is helps you greatly when they need to work on gens. In a Swift, however, all you need is someone to whisper in your ear, like something that you want to hear, that the killer is new to the game so it's time to give them some shame, and that's how you know you are lame. In short, there's no reason to use an information perk when your friend tells you what the perk is already saying. So this leaves us with a perk that is weak against stealth killers, not practical enough for the majority of players, and will fall faster in a Swift than Twins players can fall into depression. Despite all of this, however, I still think Alert is fine the way it is. It does what it's supposed to do well, and compared to other info perks, I just find this much more enjoyable. This makes the perk hard to buff, because many of its problems can be solved by running other perks, or by playing differently. Back to my based Alert build, it solves the problem with stealth killers by providing information through the environment, such as Rookie Spirit revealing which gen was kicked, or any means necessary or windows of opportunity, revealing which pallet or breakable wall was kicked. As for the practical issue, I like to use Alert as a more aggressive perk, such as letting me know if the killer is faking breaking a pallet, or using the aura to allow me to see where they are going. Sadly, the Swift issue will always be an inherent problem for information perks, because anything info perks can provide, a quick Discord call can do the same and more. If I did have to buff the perk, I would increase the aura reading slightly, because although the aura read is strong, having 2 or even 3 more seconds can help solo queue survivors pinpoint where killers are going, or even in my case, help me out in chase situations. Alert overall is just an underrated gem in Dead by Daylight, overshadowed by more popular perks, and in this upcoming perk overhaul, I hope that players will look at other perks in the game and give Alert a chance. I loved this perk when I started playing. I will never stop being interested in how creative this perk can be once you play it long enough. I hope you all have as much fun as I did when I used it. One last thing, I guess I can talk about my Rancor video. I would like to thank all of you for the support I got on it, because holy moly, these numbers are quite large. I will continue to make content fun and as interesting, and hopefully it will be even better. Remember kids, water is wet, the hag is gross, and this is the end of my TED Talk. Good night everybody.